Good morning all. Hope everyone is well. Happy Monday to all. Hope everyone is good here. Hope everyone is good. See where all systems go. Happy Monday. Let's get into it then. All looks good. Yes sir, we look good here. We look good. Alright. So let's get into it. Start off with news here. It is going to be Monday here. Pretty clean day on Monday. We had a bit of JPY news, nothing too major here. Capital spending has been, that's a pretty drastic number. 2.9 forecast to 16.4. What is even this? Change in total value of new capital expenditures made by business. Okay, that's a bad thing. That means that they're spending too much money. Hopefully that comes in returns, which is going to be good for their economy. And then we have, this is big tomorrow. This is a very, very, very big one tomorrow. So today we could notice market chill a little bit, or it could try, preempt this news here. But remember, we had one of their members give a slight speech saying that, we are heading in the right direction here. So especially tomorrow, we have Tokyo CPI. So we have the capital CPI tomorrow, and then he's going to speak after that at 8 a.m. So these speeches are going to be very important and give us clarity. So maybe the market waits a little bit for that. Otherwise looks okay, right? So we have to see what he's saying about this month here. Big speech, but normally, unless he comes out and says something crazy, sometimes it's already priced in and we see him chill. So basically market will wait for this because they need clarity in the yen. So I definitely do think that we will see, a bit of patience here until that speech comes out. But that's at 8 a.m. We don't trade till now. It's 10:30, so speeches will be done by the time we're trading and we'll have clarity. Wednesday here, pretty heavy day in terms of USD CAD news. Yeah, we have ADP, we have Powell speaking, we have Jolts. Yeah, so pretty heavy day in terms of that. Thursday, pretty clean for Gbpjpy here, nothing really much. Classic USD news, there's USD news. And then first Friday of every month is NFP here. So we will look at gold today. Obviously big push over the weekend. In the group yesterday we spoke about finding out what happened with this push, which I have found out. I did mention it for them in the group, and yeah, we were discussing the analysis for both GJ and for gold here. So GJ analysis played true here, saying that everyone's going to be looking at that as a resistance to sell, and we haven't seen that resistance form. So let's go ahead and start off on the weekly time frame. Previous weekly has closed bearish here. I want to mark this weekly resistance right here. Make sure I have that marked. So this is going to be our weekly resistance. So obviously we're closing bearish. This could be a top wick before we try some more downside, but realistically we're creating supports. As long as we remain above the range, this is still bullish. Could be a pullback for more upside, or we could chop between here, which is totally fine because that's a massive range. Looking at the daily time frame now, we can see we created a nice support, high low, breaking above this zone here, breaking the current daily high here. Looks like we want to try entertain daily resistance here as a max target. We have weekly resistance in the middle here. But yeah, price is trying to go towards the upside. Previous daily candle closed bullish, previous 4-hour candle closing bullish, bias is bullish. I do have this zone, which is our initial range, okay? So when we broke out of this massive breakout here, when we came back, this is where support was made. We came back, support was made. So I'm going to mark this. Even though we crossed through it 1, 2, 3 times, this just becomes a watch zone just to see as a mid-level. Like, I wouldn't really worry trading to it, but now we're at it. I want to see if price does something at that zone. So that's why I'm going to leave that as marked. So if I bring back drawings, you'll see that is marked, and it's just being used as a watch zone. That's why I put WZ there to mean watch zone. So obviously we've broken out very early here. Only option I see is basically if you're playing the 4-hour idea here, 4-hour close above the range, you're running about 33 pip stops here. What type of target do you have? Yeah, around 1-to-1. So that would have been the option if you're going to go early. Excuse me. Is you're going to run, based on a 4-hour time frame. As for lower time frame entries right now, it would have been kind of a gamble because we have not seen consistency of volume. You could have been stuck in something like this, or could have been stuck in something like this. So just trying to enter based off lower time frame could be a little bit tough. This was a very nice close here. This would have been great if this happened at the time when I was at the chart. This was at 9 o'clock here. Actually, no, 8:45 this candle. This was a very nice close here. If that happened around Frankfurt Open, this would be a pretty easy play. Stop below this candle or below the structure here. You should have at least 8-9 pips to get to this wick here, to get to this resistance here. And I wonder if that would have tapped me at break even maybe. But at that time you'd have more volume, because this would have tapped resistance, would have gone break even there at least, because that's my target. Would have come down, this would have ripped open, no bottom wick here, no bottom wick. So we're obviously seeing some really weird heavy volume come in here. No bottom wick, no bottom wick, two double no bottom wick candles here. I don't trade at this time. Not this time, but I mean right at this time. I haven't done my analysis, haven't done anything, you know, and it's not a time we normally see moves. So if it's not a time we normally see moves, then that is exactly what I'm not going to do, right? Jump into anything that we have not seen. Watch 5 minute. What's wrong with 5 minute? What's going on there? So yeah, what's happening there? Not sure what you mean by that. Nice little red candle. Where? This one's back here. Yeah, this was just a consolidation, you know, and then we tried to break out, but this candle opened, ripped, no bottom wick at the time this 5 minute candle closed here. And then we've just opened this current candle, no bottom wick here, very close to that watch zone, and we're sitting with no bottom wick. This has a possibility to flip, right, at any time, right? So we could flip at any time in the next 2 minutes. Is unlikely though. 15 minutes closing bullish. I need some sort of structure here. If we can create maybe a setup 3 here or something, just so I can put stop loss, because if I take a buy right now, I have to put stop loss below the range here, 17 pips here, and to the target of this target here of 190,500, it's not worth it. And that's going to be a major target, is 190,500 here. So as you can see how many resistances has come from here, we need to be careful. So that's what I want to see. I want to see a little bit more. This is pushed obviously very early here, and not time really. We're at the chart. So let's have a look at gold in the meantime here. Gold obviously massive push over on Friday here, and we can see, you know, weekly candle closing at all-time high here. This is a major zone on weekly here. This is a major 4-hour zone as well. I would be very careful with gold. So what happened is we had a bit of dovish speeches coming from the US, and you know, basically entertaining the idea of rate cuts, which is kind of like a little bit dodgy, because, you know, we saw the market heavily react with that. Now this week we have ISM, service manufacturing. If that comes back positive, then we're going to see this positivity, you know, continue in gold here. But I expect gold to be choppy for the first few days here, especially it being NFP week. We've pumped into a very high point here, and as long as we respect basically 2090, I don't see us pumping you know, up to 2100 here. I would be very, very cautious here. I wouldn't be surprised if we make a bit of ranges, do a bit of fake out. This is where a lot of people get messed up. They're going to try to sell this. It can happen here, but at the same time, it can be very, very difficult to know when it's going to happen and if it makes sense, because we could go down here without going up first, but also at the same time we could go up, retest the highs here before coming down. So that just makes it extremely difficult when you're trying to take trades here. But if we start to leave 2090, that is exactly where you're going to see, you know, more of a continuation, I would expect. As for right now, you know, obviously previous daily bearish 4-hour candles are just trying to consolidate here. We have created a 4-hour support that could easily test this 4-hour resistance and still roll over here. I would just let gold chill. This is not really a time you want to be trying anything tricky here. This is where you're just going to lose money on gold trying to do this. I mean, just wait for the breakout. If you guys remember when we had those heavy news times, remember how easy it was to just wait for the trending breakout? Remember, everyone would get messed up in the range and then the breakout. Who remembers those times? If you don't, you need to really go and experiment with your chart knowledge. But simply times like this, you know, don't get stuck in the range, wait for breakouts. Don't get stuck in the range, wait for breakouts. Don't get stuck in the range, wait for breakouts. All of that stuff will play through here. Even back when we were pumping to super all highs like these times here, this was also the exact same scenario, right? We'd have easy breakouts, range, wait for breakout, range. This breakout I don't really think you can catch. Range, wait for breakout, easy. Range, wait for breakout. Look how easy, right? Don't get stuck in this choppiness. This is where you're gonna get stuck in choppiness, especially in a London session where we generally have smaller volume. This is really where you're playing with fire, trying to trade in this. It's gonna form the same thing, I feel. We could see moves down to 2060, 2076, 2075. We could see moves up to 2087, but it will be choppy in here. It's not gonna be smooth, right? It's not gonna be smooth. And you know, if you're running 10 pip stop losses and stuff like that, you know, remember these are big ranges. Just from current price to top of range here is already 45 pips. Massive ranges. 5-minute candles. You know, you trying to do little scalp here with like a 18 pip stop, boom, candle comes, stops you out, continues. So, you know, stuff like this here. You're looking for sells, you take it, sell on a resistance, that candle comes. That pullback on this candle is not fun, right? This is going to eat you up. That's a 8 pip pullback. You're done, right? You're done. So you need to be obviously trading better, higher time frame here, keeping safer stop losses, and just let gold chill here. So please don't lose money on gold. I've warned you. And yeah, I hope that makes it clear. Wait for more structure to form. We have nothing. We have a tiny form of structure and huge candles here. We want to see proper 4-hour candle structure start to break down or start to break up before we can buy or sell. Don't try to gamble inside of here. If you are going to trade inside of here, yes, you can, but wait for something like New York, where New York SE, where guaranteed volume, right? We have a nice volume push because that's when equities open, and we can start to use that to our advantage to catch, you know, 10, 15 pips here or there, depending on, you know, don't be greedy until we break out of the range. So what is GJ doing? So GJ obviously closed bullish here. I need somewhere to put stop loss at the moment. I'm tempted, you know, this 5-minute close bullish here as well. You know, if I really wanted to be aggressive here, I could just run stops below this 5 here at 4 pip stops here and try get a 1-to-1. But I want to see what spread is like. I don't really think it's worth it on a Monday here. Spread is fine. Yeah, 0.7, 0.8, which is fine, but we need something more decent here. We need something more decent. This would just kind of be FOMO, especially before Frankfurt Open, right? This would not really follow my plan. Even if it plays out today, the amount of time this hasn't played out has been massive, you know? Like, I can't remember. If you guys, who can recall the last time we've seen a 5-minute candle push before Frankfurt Open on a 5-minute? I can't really recall. So that tells me a lot. That tells me a lot. And I don't want to try jump in this and get messed up. So I need to wait, right? We've had big candle pushes. We've had 1, 2 massive candle pushes here. This is already way past our average session push. You know, we're at 11 pips. This is already average session push. So pushes happened. Now we need to wait for something. Now we need to wait for some sort of, see, this type of pullbacks I don't want to be involved in. Right? Because this will make me uncomfortable in the trade. So I rather wait for something I'm comfortable in the trade, can leave it, trust it, instead of trying to push something super tight. So yeah, that's the analysis. I hope you guys enjoyed the analysis and everything was loud and clear. If you did like the analysis, you guys know the drill. How much of us? 460 of us in here on a Monday morning. Appreciate everyone showing up. Get the likes up to at least 150. I would appreciate it. Then I don't have to ask of the YouTube business. You guys know the drill. Hate to ask it. Hate to keep saying please do the YouTube business, but part of the game. Gonna get this stream to 1,000 viewers. That is the goal. And you guys will be part of it. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy the analysis, consider leaving a like. Would appreciate it. Win analysis, thank you. How was your weekend? Thank you for asking. It was busy but good. A little bit tired actually, a little bit tired. But good. What is Frankfurt Open? At 11 o'clock Dubai time, so you can see a clock there. the German banks open before, well, the European banks open before the London bank. So that's why we trade pre-London, is because it's kind of like how you have New York open and NYSE open. In London, we have Frankfurt open and we have London open. Harry, have you ever done drifting? Like road drifting? A little bit. But not, I wanted to get into proper drifting, but it's not really, like, it's hard to rent drift cars here and do that. It's not that hard, but they don't have the proper, like, nice drifting tracks here. It's a couple of cones on a skid pad, which is not really what I wanted. And there is a place now that they have a proper drift track, but you have to bring your own car. And I didn't want to build it. You look like you throw bad temper tantrums. I don't think I do. Not a child. Not a child, but if that's what your opinion of me is, then great opinion. First impressions seem to be good. Hi, I hope you're doing well. Any advice on how to use NYSE for trading NASDAQ? You just have to backtest it, right? You have to backtest what happens during NYSE on NASDAQ. Go back, backtest it, and see what type of moves we're getting. We obviously get volume at NYSE, but you'll have to find out, okay, what is my entry trigger? Is this candle closing above the range, below the range, right? So experiment. The way you'll use NYSE is to use its volume. Hi Harry, does your strategy work on Bitcoin or Ethereum? Yes, of course it does. If you look at the public group here, you can see very clearly that we have kindly a member who always puts in analysis and trades the way that I trade. So this is my strategy, but this is on Bitcoin here. Right? So you can see all of that. I got a B2 2600 turbo drift. Nice. Ute. Nice. Yeah, I'd probably want something like a chaser. Chaser would be nice to have, a Toyota Chaser. You can do racing with your car in Dubai Autodrome? Yes, you can. You can do racing with your car in Dubai Autodrome. How's the Porsche? Remember that one I tried. That's not mine. I have an Audi. If you guys could tell Porsche to give me allocation, would be like nice. Would be nice. Clear range this morning? Yeah, broke out early. Did you take a trade early? Chaser would be beautiful. Gotta go Ibizu, rent a car out? Yes. That would be sick. That's an experience. It's too early anyways. If you did say yes, I would say, is that your plan? Only way you could have entered this, like, which I would agree with safely, is either if you based it off 1 hour on this 1 hour close, or this second one which stops below here, or if you just based it off the 4 hour close here. 33 pip stops and you try to get to the weekly resistance, like a 1-to-1. That's the only way I could see. Otherwise, you're just, you're setting yourself up to be caught in a nasty pullback. No, London session's not in 6 minutes. Frankfurt is in 6 minutes. Frankfurt open. Swiss franc has CPI news in half an hour? Yeah, but I think it's marked as yeah, it does have it in half an hour. Yeah, it could have small impact on the JPY if this comes out very worse than expected. We could see JPY slightly impacted. Spell whole night working V3. Nice. What's your tip for sticking to your strategic and not tempting to trade? Because I know if I don't stick to my strategy, I'm more likely to lose, and I just accept that. Like, I'm not here to impress anyone. Like, you know, people rock up. I don't have to show off. I don't have to try seem like I'm a hero in the markets and take the biggest and best trade. No, I just have to follow my plan that I know that works and constantly improve it and get better. And already, I'm pretty sure I'm not being cocky about it, but I think it's ahead of most of what people do in the market here. And I know that because I just have experience from trying different things. So your favorite guru could be showing that he's taking these amazing trades, but he's not doing it live, you know? He's not doing it live, I tell you that much. What do you think about setup 1 in GU if the current 15 close above 4 hour? Well, I haven't marked up GU, so I'll have to trust your markup. So you're looking to fill this wick. Yeah, the daily looks okay. Yeah, you need to close above the... Yeah, it's quite a tricky zone with wicks here. Volume is the only thing that will push, but you definitely do need to close above that 4 hour minimum. Like, that's minimum. Not the 4 hour, you need it above that 1 hour. So if we mark the 4 hour, it's only here, but the 1 hour is a little bit higher. So you would need something above the 1 hour. Why? Because it's been major rejection 1, 2, 3 times. So just above the 4 hour won't be enough. Maybe you need the hour closing above the 4 hour and then a 15-minute above the 1 hour, right? Which will allow you to fill this LTA. Alright, this is a pretty big 1 hour close here, so we would like to see at least some sort of decent bottom wick. You have to remember that this move from here to 500, which is our next resistance here, 15-minute resistance, previous very strong resistance, is not a big move here. It's not a big move at all. That move from there to there is 2.9 pips. And that would have to be like a watch zone / break-even zone. Can you show us how you mark the time from weekly time frame down? Yes, that's why I make my channel. So make sure that you're subscribed. When I check my statistics, I find out that actually only 40% of people are subscribed who watch my channel. And then those same 40% of people, not complaining, but those same 40% of people say, can you please teach us? Where if you were to do, look here, support and resistance strategy. This tells you exactly how to mark the support and resistance. Free full course will also tell you how to mark the support and resistance. So you can find that all there. And yesterday's video here, how smart money will manipulate the yen, you guys should watch this. This is a very important video. And it got pretty low views. Some of the lowest views I've got on any video. And that just tells me that how people are not at that level yet, right? They're not at that level. Because a video like this to all the people in the group would really understand this video and resonate with it and benefit from it. But if you don't understand a video like this, you will actually lose a lot of money in these markets because there could be serious threats that you need to understand fundamentally. So I know a lot of you guys only like strategy videos and how to make money, but these are the videos that are going to make you money because this is going to give you a lot more understanding. But a lot of people chose to skip out on this video because maybe it seems too advanced, how manipulation and stuff like this. So that's why I actually renamed the title here to make it more simpler. I'll just say how I profit on Gbpjpy, full analysis. And hopefully that entitles people to go and watch it. And if they can watch it, then they can benefit. Because this is content that is big. It's big content, trust me. So I'll post it here for you guys to have a look. All right, 15-minute fail to close above here. So do you see how that level has now become relevant and how I was saying even though we crossed through a couple of times here, I still feel it will be relevant. And that is why I left it on there because it's still proving to be somewhat relevant. We are reacting off it. But again, it's still just a watch zone. It's not a pure resistance, but you can see there is some relevance to it, right? It's not just, okay, this level means nothing. We are reacting perfectly off this level, so it is something that we can use as a watch. Hi, why you mark wick zones? I don't mark wick zones, I mark support and resistances, not the wicks. Right, this 5 minutes come through here, 1 hour breaking the high here. Yeah, only way I can see entering this is if I was to run stops back inside of below the 15-minute support here. But I don't think that will be worth it for the range that we're dealing with, because I don't think running 9 pip stops here is going to be valuable. I think that's high chance to be stopped out, because, you know, yeah, just generally probabilities will work like that. But at least back in the range, 16 pip stops here, we have a lot of room here. We have a lot of room. But with that being said, our range here just to this point here is 13 pips, right? 13 pips to this point here. So we're not playing with the biggest ranges here. March really needs to kick in, because March normally the ranges open up. I saw your videos and I learned a lot. Thank you, thank you. Can you please explain the top resistance? Brother, I don't understand what you mean by the top resistance. You need to be a little bit more clearer, and I'll be happy to explain it. Oh, now you change your question to the recent resistance line. Which recent one? The one that we're just reacting off? That's based off the original range that we broke out and started to find support above. I've adjusted it to match all of the 30-minute wicks and to match the 15-minute wicks. Right? You can see I've matched it to this 15-minute here. But it's just a watch zone. Remember, WZ. It's not a pure resistance that I can't buy through. But I need to find a way in. Okay, we pushed very, very early here. I'm not foregoing into anything. That's just the way I like to trade. And remember, you guys need to do some measuring. These look like big candles. They're not very big candles here. This candle here was only a 5 pip candle. The candle before that, from open to close, was an 8 pip candle. Like, we're not seeing massive candles. This current candle here, looking big, it's not. That's only been a 4 pip push. So we're limited on ranges. We're limited on ranges, which is why I would like to see a pullback first to at least give me a 10-12 pip push. And put my stop loss below that. Can you explain the benefit of pre-analyzing the whole week? It's fundamental. It's no benefit. It's fundamental. If you're not... People who are not watching my webinars beginning of week, if you're not analyzing the charts at the beginning of the week, you're coming in blind. You need to see how things have closed with no bias of what's happening today. Right? We need to see how the week has ended with no bias, because now we could easily be bullish bias. But yesterday we identified that if 4-hour candles started to break below this line here, we know that it's going to be bearish. But remember, we also identified we are rejecting, and there's nothing that told us that selling too early will make sense. And that's what I was telling you, is that now you wouldn't be able to identify the zone because you'd be so fixated on buys as well. So it allows you to have an unbiased, because now we will be biased because everything is pointing up today. So we are biased to looking at why this should go up. But at the beginning of the week, you have no bias. You're developing a bias. So that's why it's super important to do that when markets close. And it takes 5 minutes. Like, we discuss a little bit more in depth, but if you just want to do a quick analysis, it takes 5 minutes of your time. Will GJ continue bullish or will it fall again? That's kind of like saying, will you make $1 million tomorrow or will you not, right? We don't know until we see candles form. But at the current moment in our session, everything is pointing up instead of down. So that's what I can tell you. And that's how we trade, right? Higher time frame as well, higher, like super higher time frame is also still bullish. Do you have a manager? He asked me to invest in your group right now. No, I don't have, man. How would I have a manager? Please don't follow anyone's links except mine in my description. Do not believe anyone except what's in my description. Right? Everything else is a scam. I don't have any manager. I have no investment program. Of course, use some common sense. How are you supposed to join a group that I close? Right? Like, there's no way you can join. If they're messaging you and my group is closed, then how are you going to join? Like, you know, it doesn't make any sense. Also, as it's the beginning of the month, we have in the exclusive group 5 spots left, but we will do a giveaway as well, 1 spot. Okay, we will do 1 spot giveaway in the group as always. And then we have a very exciting update coming for Pip Labs, a super exciting update. Like, you guys will just see. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna let you guys see, and you can make the decision of how good it is or how good it's not. But be very surprised if you're not happy with it. It's definitely something that's going to be massive, and I'm very looking forward to doing that. But when that launches, then we'll also do a giveaway for Pip Labs, because we also have something nice. 5-minute thunderstorm. If you want to push it, then yeah, you can push it like that. You know, you could push it on a 5-minute thunderstorm. But then, if you're going to do the 5-minute thunderstorms, why didn't you take this one? Would have been safer. You're basically taking a scalp saying, I'm going to run like a 8 pip stop loss here. And if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. You know, it's like a 60-40. We just have no more, like, you know, this has obviously been a momentum push. You have to just, you either take a gamble and say, I expect this momentum to continue. But if I take that type of trade, I have to give wide stops, because I probably am going to be right during the day, but it's just going to take time. I've been watching your videos and I'm loving it. Thank you. I was wondering, when did you start trading? I traded like 4 years ago, and I got into it when I started crypto, and I realized that it would be better if you could make money in both directions. Harry, I'm always triggered by a candle. How to avoid that? Make sure to follow a plan, right? That's the number one thing. If you don't have a plan you can follow, you're going to be all over the place. Once you have a plan set in place, you start to condition yourself to start to adhere more to that plan. Won't happen overnight, but as you start to adhere more to your plan, it will be better. But if you don't even have a plan in the first place, guess what's going to happen? It's a bit strange without the lo-fi music in the background on Zoom. Yeah, we can turn it on if that's what you guys want. We can turn it on. I didn't know you guys wanted. All right, new 5-minute candle is going to open in 5 seconds-ish here. Still closing right. Yeah, we closed above. Yeah, it just makes it tough for me to try to force these. If we could just form some sort of thunderstorm here, just somewhere to give stop loss. Alright, since 1 hour is closing above 190,400, LTA on the left is till 190, buys would be valid. Yeah, buys would be valid. Where do you want to put stops? 275. That's what I was saying, is that If you want to take buys here, yes, you have to run that wide stop 275 to somewhere down here. That you are correct about that, is that yes. But the issue is here is that look at your trade. Let's say you go re-break of the highs here, measure. That's 11 pips here. You're 11 pips and you're running around a 23 pip stop here. So you can go negative risk to reward and just trust that at some point during the day, we should eventually continue here. But I don't really want to put myself in an uncomfortable situation holding 20, 16, 17 pips worth of drawdown when to try catch 11 pips. It's just not worth it for me. I think it's better just waiting and taking a simpler move, something that will make sense. I'm not certain if it's me. Technical analysis always outperform fundamentals, meaning that the market almost respects the levels and patterns. Yeah, market always respects, but remember, what drives the market is fundamentals. What the market respects can be technicals. News will not respect anything. So understand that. That fundamentals drive the market. I shared the sound with you guys. You guys should be able to hear the music now. Just have to mention. What broker do you use? I see. Give me a sec, guys. I'll go pip and come back. Can you deposit crypto USDT in IC? No, IC is like full KYC broker. You have to send document, bank account statements, etc. Increase the volume a little louder, then I have to speak louder. So this is what I want to see right now, okay? Because let me explain this. Here's some really good education. Right now, after such a big push here, what we want to see is we want to see candles either close bearish like this, leave us a wick, and then the next candle, we want to see start to close back above the highs here. Then we can expect the next candles to drive into these zones here, into these zones back up here. Reason being is that this will give us structure. And if structure is formed like this, then we know that price has to respect this structure in order to go up. Right now at the moment, price can do whatever the hell it wants to do, right? It could go all the way down here. It could keep pushing, or it's 50-50. It can keep pushing, or it can come all the way down here and you'd still not be wrong because there's no structure. The last structure is this range and technically is this support down here. So until we break this support down here, you're still gonna be right in this trade. So if you're trying to take a trade right now, you need to give yourself room. So this is a day where price could just push up super bullish all day and you end up losing a trade because you get caught out in a pullback. Now, how can we adapt our strategy to try enter on days like this where we are just pushing? if price just gives us a very deep bottom wick, which is kind of like a liquidity grab, we can also use that and consider that as a pullback. So there are ways to get in, but obviously we just need to be patient here and not jump into something that's going to have a probability of losing more than winning. Because even if we do profit off today, we can't replicate that, right? Especially with the small ranges. If we had big ranges today, yeah, we could use 5 minute. 5 minute would be fine on days like this, but our ranges are not big enough for 5 minute to be valuable here. Is that watch zone on 18500 on the left 15 minute? No, that's where you have to watch the video in the content here. So I'd recommend you watch this video in the exclusive content. Let it load. These are known as key levels. So they're just key levels. How to use key levels, right? It's in the fundamental section. So just watch how to use key levels. You'll know why that we use key levels and the reason behind it. But they're just key levels every 500 on GJ. That's what it is. But that video just explains why key levels are actually key levels. Why do we see price still respect key levels? What's the yellow line? Good question. That is the daily open, right? That is where the daily opened. If we're above the yellow line, we are bullish. Daily candle is bullish. If we're below the yellow line, daily candle is bearish. How to get access of that? You have to be part of the exclusive group. So once a month we open the group. We did open the group. We had around 10 people sign up so far. So we still have 5 people that can join. And yeah, I'll send you the link. You can find all the information. You get access to my Zoom calls. You get access to the webinars. It's a lot. You get a lot. It's a great community. And if you're wanting to take trading seriously, check it out. Check it out. Get access to my New York session live chat, my New York session analysis and plan, so that you guys can be taking the same trades I take during New York. All of that stuff. What happened here? I was looking at this EU only entry, 1 hour close above my entry would have been right, never gave bottom wick. Yeah, I agree with that. I probably wouldn't have entered as well because no bottom wick. So yeah, pretty hard. Now it looks like it's coming to make its bottom wick, huh? 1 hour can still make a bottom wick. Break of wick better? That's pair dependent. Always I would say yes. Break of wick, always. But yeah, 0.8 pips. Yeah, I would say just default to always break of wick. Yeah, especially when it's at a resistance. Good setup, took it based on 4 hour, 30 minute. What is this on? GU. Took it out based off 4 hour. I want to see how you took that on 4 hour. Just this 4 hour closing bullish. If you took it based on this, I'd say it's a bad trade because you're buying at 4 hour resistance. So if you're basing it on 4 hour, like you said, it's not going to be valid on 4 hour because you're buying at 4 hour resistance. Right? It's like we're getting a bit of a breather here. See if this candle can close bearish, give us some sort of pullback. What time do you trade NY? I actually only look to take trades from NY open. So I trade right at NY open, and then I also look at probably NYSE. Pre-NY, the only time I would trade pre-NY is if I see that we have a major zone breakout, you know, like a high time frame zone has been broken out or something. My thoughts on EJ thunderstorm. Is that what we have on EJ? Yeah, the only issue is that we came to the top of the range here. EJ, same push, the exact same push from the morning here. Early move on EJ as well. It's high in the range, man. That's the only thing I'm uncomfortable with, is that you're buying very close to resistance. So if you do take a thunderstorm here, you have around 3-4 pips until the next resistance, and just watch that. Be careful at that zone. Be careful at that zone. So yeah, for this month giveaway for the exclusive group, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to select people, one person who is always active in the group, reacting to messages. Like, I can see you guys, look at this, 9 reactions. So I'll look at these 9 people. Look, I can look at the 9 people and I can select someone from there. So if you guys are not reacting, not getting notifications, then you're not going to win the giveaway. Look, 20 reactions here, right? I can go and see all the reactions and then select someone to win. So I'm going to go through these and find someone who is always supporting, and that's fair, because the people who are supporting, watching all the content, they deserve to come into the exclusive group, right? So be sure you have notifications on in the public group, because no one's gonna spam you with notifications, because it's my group. They can't anymore. They can't. So if you're not, turn on notifications so you know when videos get live and all of that stuff. And make sure you also smash that like button. Yes, thank you. You guys know the YouTube business. You guys know the YouTube business. Setup 1 based on 4-hour close. Good setup. No, because you're at resistance here, man. You're at resistance. That was your entry, this one here. Right, so if you're going to trade early, your entry today was this one here. Oops, that's wrong drawing. This you can't replicate long term. Like, you had the right idea. Your bias was correct, the idea was right, but you actually entered too late. That should have been your entry. So if you're trading early, this is your entry. Stop loss below here to get to this resistance and break through. And if you're going to take a 4-hour, if this is the break of the 4-hour high that closed above 4-hour resistance here, then you run 4-hour stops. You're running very tight stops. Today you got lucky. What if this candle here opened, triggered you, and then flipped, made a bottom wick, and then stopped you out? Because when you got triggered, this candle had no bottom wick. So you were buying at resistance, right? You were buying at resistance. You got triggered with a candle with no bottom wick. And your stop loss was not even below the lowest low, it was below the current low. So that long term is not really a high probability trade. It's played out today, but the good thing is, what you have to understand is that your idea today was what? Correct. Your idea was correct. You were looking for buys, that made 100% sense. You were also looking for buys above the 4-hour resistance, also made sense, but that was the candle that did it. So if you're going to go early, which is not in my plan to go early this time, then you have to do it on this candle with stops lower. Yeah, nice little pullback here. This is what I was saying, right? Wait for the pullback. Everyone was FOMOing. Even if I took the 5-minute here, I would have been stopped up, break even. This wouldn't be enough profits, I don't believe. How much was that? 6-7 pips here. Would have ran at least 9 pips stop loss. So yeah, I think right decision here, waiting for pullbacks. It's always kept me safe, right? It's always kept me safe here. And now after this pullback, we can start to look for different options now. How much percent was February for you? I closed on around 8%, like 7.89, something like that, 7.7. It actually was easily a 10% month, but beginning of the month was a lot of break evens. Charts were really being annoying beginning of the month. And, commissions added up to minus 1%. But then, of course, we take profitable trades, and then that eats up the commission, which is why I never say that it's a problem. But I think beginning of the month, look how many break-evens we took. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. I mean, this is just on stream. We had a few trades that we took in the private group in New York. And then finally the market opened up. We got a few wins here. Took a loss. And then this win here was a massive win. This was a 21 pip move. Look at this win here, but I overmanaged it. This was a great trade. I overmanaged it myself. That's why I only wrote 7 pips here, because that's only how much I net profit. But this was on March. That was 1st of March. So 1st of March, I'm up 1st of March, 0.7% so far. Because that's all I made on that. Do you take profit on crypto? A little bit, yes, but still holding until I'm squeezing. I'm squeezing. But yes, I have taken a little bit. I took a little bit at 62, and then I'm squeezing. Squeezing. I think it still has a little bit more room, this. I feel it has some more room. Did you break even on the GU trade, Brian, or are you still holding it? Oh, you took profit? How big move was that? 4 pips? Because I took on 5 minute? Yeah, a little scalp here. Okay. Took it in the range to break out of. On what exchange do I invest in crypto? It's a local exchange. It's a local exchange here based in Dubai. How to get access to your journal? I just put that in the free group, right? In the free group, there's access to the journal in the resources. You can see it here, trading journal. I'll probably set up me bot as well. Alright, 30-minute trying to close here above this little resistance here. It's not the strongest 30-minute close here, pretty weak 30-minute close if it closes like this, unless the next 1 minute does some business and closes somewhere up about 486. If we close above 486, then the 15-minute has created a pullback with structure. Actually, no, we want it to close somewhere around 470 to give a bearish 15-minute close. And the next 15-minute closing above here will be good. Now, the reason we can't just go, oh, not weekend, you can do whatever you want to do. But the reason I'm not going to go just break off high here is because the 30-minute will be closing weak here. So I don't have that supporting my trade to go to take it as a setup 3. Because 30-minute is showing me rejection. So I see this more as a rejection than a setup 3. Does the exchange you use need to be local to you? The only reason I use it is because they allow direct bank transfer and withdrawal. It's super simple. I can directly withdraw to my bank and directly withdraw to deposit as well. Bro, this is comment of the day. Man, you look nothing like the thumbnail in your video. You look beautiful on live stream. Why is that? Tell my editor. But damn, don't be sus, huh? Don't be sus. Don't be sus. Be careful. Honestly, it could reverse due to not pushing through the resistance. Yeah, any small move is early move is fishy. Does OMX look the same in his in reality? What, as his Discord profile pic? No. Bro, I think his Discord profile pic is like when he's 15. Oh, if Harry looks the same. Yeah, ask OMS. He'll tell you. Alright, how did 30-minute? 30-minute close week still closed above the zone here. Would be really nice to see the 15-minute close above 500 here. I think that will be what I'm looking for here. Aggressive entry would be a 5-minute closing above 500 as well. Which is maybe something we can entertain with volume here. Problem is we're stuck with all of these zones above here. Yeah, we'll have to see. We would really need volume to give us a push through this. We have about 9 pip stop loss for 9 pip target. That would be your target somewhere up here, 9 pip range. Alright, cheers Brian. Take care, man. Enjoy your break. And catch you soon, hopefully, man. Keep in contact. You wait for the next candle to close above the body or the wick? Yes, I either wait for the next candle to close above the body or above a level. It depends. Hi Harry, I've heard two opinions about no wick. Either it means one side buyers and sellers is very strong or it's going to flip to form a wick. Yeah, for me it's the more important is the flip to form a wick. Right? For me that's what's important for me is the flip to form a wick. That's what I worry about no bottom wicks because most candles do have bottom wicks, right? Managed to get in any buys on Friday on gold? No, I actually just took GJ on Friday. I didn't actually know gold push like that. I wasn't checking the charts. I was at gym and then later I just checked the charts and I noticed gold push super heavy. Can you please look at gold? Yes, we did a full gold analysis in the beginning of the stream here, saying how we could just remain in this choppy range here. We're now heading towards the top of the range here. And yeah, we probably could just see us. It will just be choppy within this area. Look how hard it's being. Closing, no bottom wick opening, then now fading. It's just going to be choppy. Don't be fooled by gold, guys, at the moment. Let it form structure. Be patient. Patience will be your biggest source of income this week on gold. If you guys enjoying the stream, be sure to leave a like. You guys know the drill. Almost 700 of us in here. 200 likes. We can get that up to 300. Would appreciate that. You guys know the drill. Finally signed up for the exclusive, brother. Very, very keen. You should be in. Did you join? Let's see. Yes. I can see. So yeah. That means that there's only 3 or 4 spots left. And you will get the psychology webinar, right? You'll get the psychology webinar, which is going to be extremely interesting. That's going to be next week. No additional charge, right? We're not some furu here. Don't worry. Even though I should. All right, 5 minute did close below, so there's no entry anyways. If this breaks the high and go, I mean, it's hard, right? You're trying to, I mean, if you trust it, you can, but not something that really follows my plan. Especially with the weak 30-minute close. That's what someone is going to forget in this setup here, is that we close 30-minute weak. If we close 30 minutes strong, be aggressive. We have the 30 minutes supporting us. That's how we can be aggressive, because we have the higher time frame supporting us. But when we have 15-minute created a resistance and 30-minute close weak, that seems more like weakness in the market, not strength. So I start to become pessimistic about these type of moves here, breaking the highs. Could just be a nice little liquidity to grab. And remember, we're at resistance here. We're technically at resistance. Look. So if we're at resistance, the only way we can push through is with volume and momentum, which is two things that we're missing right now. But yeah, Fabez, welcome to the team. I just realized Feb was the first profitable month in my life, plus 7%. Wow, things are on the right track. Yeah, 100%. Now we do the same this month, right? Amazing work. What is pessimistic? It means that you are not... What's the word to describe pessimistic? It means you're against it. Optimistic means that you're negative against it. Yeah. Optimistic means that you're positive, you trust it, you have confidence in it. Pessimistic is you're not really trusting it, you don't really have it's thinking negative of it. I think that's the simplest way to define it. We could get a 5-minute close here in about 2 minutes here. 2 minutes could give us a close. More like questioning it? Yes, that's true. Chat box frozen? Could be. I wonder how confident I am with this 5-minute here. We have had a big push here. You're looking at 9 pips here, guys. Is 9 pips really worth it here on a Monday? Is 9 pips really worth it? 9 pips to be hit in SL. 9.5 pips. Exactly a 1-to-1 basically. But we need a straight push. We'll see how deep this candle closes here. Yeah, potentially. Could try a little scalp here. See how next candle opens. Yeah, I think I'm going to try a break of the high here. I'm going to take a buy break of the high, but around 9-10 pips a stop loss here. So, yeah. All right. more of a scalp position here, being slightly aggressive with these moves. We've had a bit of a push up here, so I want to see if we can get just a little bit more continuation here. We'll probably move to break even around this wick here at 190.578. $606, yeah, but I think the wick is going to be important here. You can do $606, but I think I'll do $578. Somewhere around this wick here. I don't like the way it keeps picking liquidity, rejecting, picking liquidity, rejecting. Never normally a good sign. But with 9-10 pip stops here, I'm not too worried. Very small stop loss. Very, very small stop loss here. So it's okay. I would like to see the 15-minute close above this small resistance here on the left. That would be a great closure. Yeah, the stronger we close here, the better. It's not the worst close here. Not the worst close at all. Closing above this 15-minute resistance here. It should eventually just make its way up. I do think that there is a high chance that we pull back first inside of the range here, create some sort of support before trying to continue up. Just like a higher low. I'd be surprised to see this whole thing reverse in one candle here. Just like a straight candle comes straight down here. That would be very unfortunate. That would just be a bit of like, you know, luck and timing. That would be outside of our control. If we could break the high here, will be great. Yeah, nice. Sweet. Ignore this trade, just let it, put it be and let it run. Yeah. All right, as we tap that break-even point here, it would be a good spot to move break-even here. So yeah, this would be a good spot to move break-even here. Look, we can see the reaction already. Yeah, and hopefully we can just get some continuation here to TP. So yeah, let's go. Let's go, GJ. Hopefully it just completes this push so we can be done early and not have to hold it, come back to entry or something like that. This will be a great 5-minute close if we can close like this. Hopefully we just get volume on the next 5 minute. No, not that way, other way. Bullish close, please. Yes, strong bullish close like this, please. Stronger. Close stronger. Right, no bottom wick on this candle here. If we just get a straight push up here, I might just secure, because I won't trust it. Okay, it's made its bottom wick. Guess now we just need a bit of volume here. If it breaks this 5 minute high, it's a good sign. BE, yeah, BE is not a bad idea here. We reached the B zone. That's what this line says, B point. Sign of lobster breaking the high, yes. It's done it. Now we just need the second leg here to give us TP. 1-to-1 is right there. Let's go, GJ. What's a leg? I never understood that. It's like a secondary push. One leg, it pulls back, and then you get the second leg, pulls back, then the third leg pulls back, then the fourth leg. I put stop loss below most recent 1 minute structure. This one here, yeah, you can, yeah, trail it 3 pip stop loss, or you can be fully break even or mental, just see if it bounces off here. I think those are 3 great scenarios. I probably will just be mental break even, see if it bounces, worst comes to worst, I get an FU candle and then it'll be minus 3 pip. Or you can just be full break even if you want to be on the super safe side, which is what I'm telling guys in YouTube chat. But I think your idea is also fine, give it a little bit breathing room. We're seeing a little bit of weakness here. Is this setup 1 or aggressive? This is aggressive, yeah. It's a setup 1 but aggressive idea based off 5 minute. Which is why I think being mental break even here can make sense. We're still respecting my BE point zone, right? This is just a wake up into it. I hope we can survive London Open. If we can survive London Open here, would be amazing. Would be amazing if we could survive London Open here. I have gap on 1 minute, so do I, yes. I have the same, I have the same. Can we survive this? I just want to try survive before London Open would be great. Ah, no bottom wick as well? That sucks, man. That really sucks. You're out. You shouldn't be out that far, bro. Oh, you moved it super high up. No, you should be lower. Oh, you trailing stops. Okay. No, I think no need to trail stops here. You either keep it at break even or below the previous 1 minute structure, not trailing stops out here. We'll see, we could maybe survive 5 minutes here. If this can start re-breaking the high, it would be amazing here. We would be in super duper good position. You have a bottom wick? Yeah, it's not so much of a steep one. Let's see, maybe he's right, yeah, but we're mental break even. I'm basically will probably be full break even, maybe, yeah. Yeah, I don't think there'll be a point of losing this, so. Got tap in origin entry. I think my spread too high. What are you on? Prop firm? Prop firm probably would have made you, depending on what prop firm. My entry is 520. 520 my entry. Can clean candle? Yeah, because most recent is clean. As long as most recent is clean, you're fine. Come on, GJ Bulls. Do me proud today. 3 minutes. Please survive London Open with 3 minutes. Please. What is BE point? BE point is when you move your stop loss to break even, so you make or lose nothing. You will just lose out on commissions, but it's better than taking a loss. But if you're trading without commissions, then you just don't lose anything. So if I hit break even, I make 0 on this trade. What am I looking after this trade to sell? No, I'm looking to take this trade and that will be my trade for the day. He wants to grow, GJ. He only wants the best. Don't be upset. Yeah, just 2 minutes all is all I'm asking for here. Just 2 minutes. Ugh. 2 minutes. It's 1 minute candle, no top wick as well. Which is good. This is the problem when we're playing with such small ranges, you know? The moves are just small, but I think we can survive this. Any sign? I'm watching lower time frame develop. 50 seconds here. It's looking promising. That's what I'm looking down at. I'm watching the 1 minute. Also because I need to get out at entry if it comes back to entry, so I'm also watching that. But these last 30 seconds here are going to be crucial. If this can stay where it is this last 30 second, we should be okay. If it rejects last 30 second here, then it's kind of end game. Game over. Instead of 5 on 1 minute would be good. Yeah, let's see how the hour is closing here. Yeah, hour looks like it's closing pretty strong here. 30 minute also closing pretty strong here. Yeah, hopefully just a small bottom wick and then we're off to the races. Some London volume here. Just be careful, London Open. Make sure you're ready to close at break even if it just starts dumping down. There we go. That's London Open. Let's go break these highs here and then hopefully we can hit TP. Let's go, GJ. Show us some London Open volume here. Come on. I'm tempted to let full SL. Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. But beginning of the week, I just don't want. Remember, this is the same problem you have. Remember, you said now you're getting too confident with your trade. I'd say put stop loss below 500. No reason to. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go, GJ. Hit TP here. Come on, do it for Harry. Just a little bit more. Come on, that's all we're asking for here. Come on. 10, 11 pips here. Come on. No, no, not that way. Other way. It wants to do it so bad, guys. This is so hard for 10 pips here. Come on. It wants to do it so bad. This tells me it's a day not to be greedy if it's this hard to get 10 pips. Let's go. This should be the push. Let's go. Yeah, we should eventually get it here if volume wants to continue, but it's really slow. Your TP, 626 I'm looking for. 626 I'll be happy for a Monday. I could close before that if I just want to take something off the table. But I really want to see if we could just get some volume here. It's really bad, this. Market is slow, yeah. It's been taking us almost 30 minutes to get 8 pips here. This is the problem with small ranges. But we're in a profitable position, so we're ahead of 90% of people here. We're ahead of 90% of people. We just need a little volume spike and we can be done, you know? Literally 1 pip from TP. That's what we were. 1.2 pips, 1.5 pips from TP. That's it. How's this 5-minute looking? Yeah, if this can close above this wick, it should be nice. It should be nice if it can close above this wick. Okay, now we're talking, man. Now we're talking. This is what I'm talking about, GJ. Can we please just hit that TP right there, man? 10 pips. Oh my god. 1 minute flipped. It's so hard. Okay, maybe now something. All right, TP hit, let's go. I'm still squeezing, guys. Now we squeeze. We squeeze. It comes below my entry, I will close. Now we squeeze. Not entry, sorry, my TP. We squeeze, still squeezing, still holding. Tell you when I get out. I'm watching 1 minute. See if we can hold this close. Okay, here it comes. There we go. I'm still holding. Still holding here. I think we should still be good. Still hasn't come. Still up 10 pips here on me. All right. See if we can react off that. I want to try squeeze this here. Yeah, I've closed. I'm out. I closed there as we rebroke its own low for 9 pips. Tried to squeeze a little bit more, but you ended up getting 9 pips here as we rebroke its own low. It's all good though. Yeah. I really thought that would give us a little bit more here, but 9 pips will do. That was the hardest 12 pips I've ever seen. So yeah, Not bad, not bad. I'll take it. I'll take it, I'll take it. Good choice? Yeah, I think it was the good choice here. I think if you're still holding, if this flips, then it's going to be game over. Yeah, this candle here is going to be game over. $90? Well done. Yeah. 10 pips, 12 pips. That's what you should have got out of this trade. If you closed up back up there, should be nice. And that's that. That is that. So yeah, well done. 2% someone made here. Nice. Well done, well done. Let's get a few W's in the chat here. Small trade, but you know, we're dealing with what we could have, right? We're dealing with what we could have. So well done. Let's go. There we go. Nice. Brilliant, brilliant. $120. Should have held. You can still hold, but you know, it's just being difficult. I'd rather secure something than nothing. It's like 0.8% for me at that point. It's very close. Stop loss was tiny on this trade. Stop loss was tiny on this trade. Any idea how to do this? I think it's fine what you did, bro. I think it's fine. It's very slow. It's very small ranges. Making profit in these small ranges is a benefit. Point is, we actually made money. We caught part of this move. It's better than nothing, right? It's very hard to perfectly close always like that. Look, you're complaining about closing in profit. That's just trying to improve how can you close in profit. And that will come. Harry's editor should make a reaction of GJ being stubborn. Oh yeah, that would be funny. But that's not your job, Claudio. That's because you're addicted. You have an addiction problem. Who cares if it does? It can do whatever the hell it wants to do right now. It could reject all the way back to entry. You've done your job. Your job is done here. Right? Alright, let's take a screenshot of that. That was a 5-minute entry here. Let's calculate how much I exactly close for. Entry here, 9.5. What time was this trade? What time was this trade? Where did I close? Yeah, 9.5. Got out at... My exit was 190, 615. 615. Here. Yeah, 9 pips. 1142. No, the 1140 candle. We'll just put a 1140 rough time. I need to put all these links. 1140. Beautiful. Nice. Nice little 5-minute scalp. And look, Claudio, now how do you feel, huh? Closing there. Right? How do you feel now? Good, right? So remember that time the next time you make a decision to close. Yeah, but you should feel good. because you made a decision. Now, remember that. The next time you feel bad, say, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. Both ways, if you do close at the right time, you've made money, you would have now not made as much money. If you didn't close at the right time, you would have lost. So you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. So just closing is already a way better thing. Listen, man, closing in profits is a good problem to have. You were laughing at me when you first started. You were laughing at me saying that, man, now you complain about you not managing a trade perfectly in profits. Now look how tables have turned. And that's how it becomes. So well done to everyone who took that trade. If we can leave a like on the stream, I should have asked for a like for that. We had 800 people watching and now we've dropped around 200 people after that trade. So they pipped and dipped. So yeah, congrats to everyone. And at least, you know, we're making money here on a Monday. We managed to get somewhat of part of this move, which is more important, right? It's important that we could get some of this move here, right? So I hope you learned something. I hope that, you know, everyone in the exclusive was, you know, understood that. If not, we can talk about it. And yeah, I think we closed perfectly here, man. We closed perfectly. Got a, you know, the move of the day. And that's all that the market, not every day we're going to get, like Friday, we had a 22 pip push move, right? Big, really, really good push on Friday. And on a day like today, yeah, 9 pips. But the thing is that we just focus on finding the next move. Why was 626? It's fucking accurate TP because of ASP. This is something I teach in the private group. It's called ASP. It stands for average session push. This is more of a complex video, but it's really useful in scenarios like this. Not complex, but it's something you need to consider and you need to have all of the understanding before. This is something we constantly discuss in Zooms and that's exactly why we use it. It's super useful tool. And yesterday was an experiment. I put a little bit of an advanced video, but no one seemed to like to watch it. So that's why people say, why don't you post some of the content? Because of this reason. I need to make sure the people who watch it are going to respect it. You have a new subscription? Thank you, brother. Thank you. If you guys enjoyed the stream, be sure to subscribe. Posting, bro, look at this drop in viewers, guys. Look at that. Oh, look. Yo, this is waterfall. Perfect TP or SL would have been hit. Yeah, exactly, right? We would have made nothing. Held all of that for nothing. Would have sucked. Are you guys in a trade? We just took a trade. How do you have an address? Yes, I do have an address. To see all of my trades, you just go to the public group, go to resources, and see the stream journal here. Right? Perfect TP we closed. Alright, put that so people coming in. Gbpjpy buys. But look how fast it came back. Clean candles. Does it mean anything? Yeah, we were seeing lack of momentum. So this is just the pullback phase now. Just going to grab liquidity. Add to the stream wins. Before I forget. I probably forgot like 1 or 2 trades to add on this stream wins, but it's in the journal anyways. It doesn't matter anyways. I'm not going to change what I do. How to generate screenshot? Yeah, you press the camera icon on Tradingview and you press copy link. Hi Harry, this may be a dumb question, But I have always been curious. Can't just place 2 trades, one buy, one sell at the same time. One of them will always win. Yeah, but one of them will always lose unless you time it perfectly. It's kind of called hedging, but hedging is very complicated because when one goes in profit, one will go into drawdown. So you have to time them exactly perfectly to make any money. Can I join your group? I want to join it. Yeah, like I said, there's 3-4 spots open. You're welcome to join it. Yeah, I'll post the link there. That's the link. And there you go. Right, so be sure if you want to be part of the psychology webinar, it will be recorded for future people joining in the group. But if you want to be there live, you get the group and you get that webinar for free. Right, so that will be beneficial for a lot of you guys. I spent time on that webinar. And yeah, if you want access to our Zoom calls so you watch the stream in 0 delay, because sometimes we have to be fast with break-evens and stuff. And with stream delay, unless you understand the trade, you're not going to be fast enough. And yeah, just to be part of a very, very good growing community with a lot of passionate traders. Everyone who's come into the group, I've only seen progression. So I'm very happy about that. You know, very happy. But if we have 2 accounts and win in one other account, but we can win more than 2 are in the other account during news, unless you get slipped, bro. You have to consider slippage. News looks good in paper, but when you look at news like actually being in a position, you can get slipped. Right? And if news goes the other way, you just blow your whole other account. So realize that you can't use stop loss in news. You can't do 1R. Your 1R will have to be like 50 pip stop loss. Right? Also, be sure to show up to tomorrow's stream. We will do a group giveaway. I expect the group maybe to fill up by today. And then it will close and go on waitlist again. And then we will do 1 spot giveaway for all of you. Just to support the community. And then we'll have Pip Labs as well. So yeah. Does it make a difference using Oanda or fx.com? Yes, it does. fx.com shows you gaps, so Oanda keeps everything clean. So yeah. Anyways, guys, I think perfect trade. We closed at a good enough spot to make sure we didn't hold this drawdown, or we just came back to break even and make nothing. So basically closed at a 1-to-1 here. It's okay. I think we traded what was present in the situation and we maximized that. I'm happy to just see it wasn't just a complete FU candle and just continued nicely. So overall, I think a solid decision. And, you know, I think I wouldn't change anything with the way I would do this. And yeah, you know, good education today, good waiting of patience. Look how we would have been messed up for how if we just entered super early, we would have probably come back to break even when we tapped this resistance here. And then we would have missed this whole move because it would be hard to find a re-entry. Where we just stayed patient, waited for the pullback, then got involved after the pullback. Yes, slightly aggressive using 5-minute, but that's just more of an experience thing and trying to rely on a bit of volume. So, please, Harry, have you read Rich Dad Poor Dad? Yes, I have read Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's pretty basic, so I understand the concept. And yeah, so yeah. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Take care. Have an amazing day. Take care. Trade sharp and peace. Yes, sir.